Hi, Sammy. Hi, Poe. Hi, Alex. How are you? Hi, Donna. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Max. Hi, Eni. Yes, Alex, me too. Just got done walking my cat. He thinks he's a dog. I love that. Hi, Alina. Hi, Mona. Happy Thursday, everyone. Do me a favor, please tap the screen and get that little heart bar across because so many people have not been getting notifications. Hi, Taylor. Hi, Courtney. I'm tapping my own screen to help. I'm sacrificing my thumbs. Hello, hello. Hey, Bubbles. Hey, Leisha. Thank you on for sharing. Thank you, Tree, for sharing. Hi, Becca. Hi, Russ. How are you? Happy Thursday. ACM Namaste. It has been so bad with notifications lately. I am just starting. TikTok be TikTok. Yes, TikTok be TikToking real hard. All right, hold on. Let me share with the mods who haven't popped up yet. Thank you so much, Sarah. Oh, Becca, you're already on. Hold on. 315 nose boop streak. Maybe that's why my nose is starting to run. Thank you guys so much. Hold on. Hey, Jim. I hope everything went okay with your call tonight. Let's send it to my sister. Let's send sunshine. Okay. You had to close and get back in. Yeah, if it's freezing bad, guys, leave and come back if you need to. Okay, tonight we are finally, because I'm so behind, doing crown chakra. Oh, Jim, I'm so sorry. I forgot to see if TikTok approved my request. I'll have to look to see if it's up and we can play the game tomorrow. Okay, so yes, tonight is for crown chakra. Because we did the whole route to third eye chakra series like weeks and weeks ago, and I just kept forgetting to do crown. So we are doing crown tonight. I have some very, very strong crystals tonight. And there's 5 very strong crystals, so be mentally and emotionally ready for some positive changes. So if you have not consented and you would like to receive tonight's healing, make sure you go ahead and type it in the comments. Think it to yourself, say it out loud, whatever you are most comfortable with. I personally am okay if you would like to consent on behalf of children and pets. I do ask adults to consent for themselves. I did see someone ask if they could consent for another adult that they already had permission for, and yes, that is okay as long as you have their permission. Make sure you have water or tea, something to drink and hydrate with. If you're planning on falling asleep to tonight's session, make sure all your electronic devices are plugged in, alarms are set, and any nighttime medications are taken. Or daytime if it's morning for you. Don't forget those either, they're important. How is it I feel things over the tablet? Energy is not bound by time, distance, or space. So while it looks like I'm sending energy through the phone or through the tablet, I can send it without that too. It's more of just a visual aid to help with like the face connection. Abby, thank you so much for subscribing. Yes, and don't drop your phone on your face. If Eric was here, he would set down reminders saying that we are always accepting new members, but we definitely don't want anyone to get hurt. So please lay down with caution. Yes, you'll know when Eric comes in because he's got all his notes saved now. So he puts out all the alerts for us. Okay, let's go ahead and start with selenite. Rachel, thank you so much for subscribing. Yes, I have tea and water tonight. I am double fisting hydration. I'm trying different music. I don't know if I like this one. Can you guys hear it? It was supposed to be like a deep relaxation for like stress relief and calming the mind, which I figured would be good for like crown, but it's like very, I don't know. Let me, yeah, Sophie, please don't get in trouble with work. The water is my fountain on my desk. Hold on, we gotta find something better. I'm trying to find one that's more like crown chakra related. Let's see what this one is. Oh, I knew there was going to be an ad. Sorry, hold on. I gotta scroll back up. It did sound Halloweenish. It had like a very eerie like tone to it. I don't know. The water swipe like that. Sammy, that's amazing. All right, hold on. Let's see if this one's better. I like this one better. We'll try this one. We'll give it a shot. If not, we can go back to the birds. So this one is to eliminate subconscious negative thoughts and helps cure anxiety disorders, fears, and depression. So I'm liking the subconscious negative thoughts though for crown chakra. Okay, selenite resume. Yes, if you're just coming in, tonight we are finally doing crown chakra. I didn't tell you the lineup we've had tonight. So we have, I'll show you while I'm doing selenite. We have the little mini marshmallow scalicite for some pulling. We have purpurite. We have grape agate. We have, I can't move both hands at once apparently. We have chevron amethyst and phosphosiderite. There you go. Hi Darren, welcome. Hi, Ty. Thank you. I do have the fountain on. It's on right now. It's not as close to my phone when I'm live, but it is there. It's probably just a little more fainter in the background. Cakes, namaste. Oh, thank you so much, Joe. I'm so glad it's helping. Hi, team. Thank you so much. So I'm always live Friday and Saturday evenings, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, and then the rest of the week I try to jump on as often as I can. Usually at nighttime, anywhere between 10 and 11 p.m. I start. If you are new here, I do have a tube of you. It's the same name as here, Nicole Reiki Healing, and I upload all of the TikTok lives there, so you can always go back and rewatch them anytime. Hey there, how are you? My nose just got all tingly again. Same thing that happened last night. Is it freezing again? Unfortunately, guys, TikTok has been freezing so much on my lives lately. I would love if it was my connection and I could fix it, but it's not. Yes, TikTok is TikTok. And try leaving and joining in through my page instead of your notifications, because that also prevents you from swiping out. Hi, Dane. How are you? I know it's been happening to so many people when they're live. I feel bad. It's good on your. Okay, good. Thank you. Bowling went well last night. We won all 3 games and got point, and we only won the second game by 1 pin. So it was definitely close, but it was a very cool bunch of guys that we played against. So we had a lot of fun. Thank you, Dane. Yeah, we had a month where all we did was lose. So I mean, it's a fun league. It's not a big deal, but it is nice to win every now and then. If you're getting the tingly sensations, you're feeling that flow of energy. Your body is sending it where it needs it. Sit back and relax and enjoy. Thank you, Aura. $22.2. Hey, Squatch. Thank you. Thank you, Dean. Have a good day. I used to climb a rope in gym class. I've never heard anyone explain it that way before, but I actually understand that. Watch out for falling phones. I'm telling you, I gotta make a sign and hang it on the wall behind me for that. That's so funny. Sophie, thank you for subscribing. Brittany, I hope you get some relaxation tonight. Thank you, Eva Marie, for sharing. Okay, cleanse feels good. Thank you so much, Brandy. Okay, let's take a minute, hydrate and stretch. No neck cracks yet. Thank you so much, Sophie. Oh no, Shelby, I hope you recover quickly. I feel like we had a week or two where it slowed down with COVID, and now it's like, it's going so, it's like coming back again. I feel like I'm on a boat. Hopefully that's a good thing. Oh, Alex, I hope she's okay. Which chiropractor was it? I follow so many on here. I'm not gonna lie, I love the ASMR of the cracking. It's like I could hear the relief. I'm glad your son was negative. That's good. Okay, good, because I like water, but I'm not a fan of boats. So when people say they feel like they're on a boat, I'm like, I don't know if that's good or not. Your son turned 16 tomorrow. I'm excited and nervous. I can understand that. Bittersweet. Okay. First, yeah, as long as it's not the Titanic. Okay. Yeah, my husband's family are really big on cruising, and I am big on getting seasick. So I like, the bigger the ship, the better for me. We went on, oh my gosh, it was Royal Caribbean. It was amazing. I think it was Oasis of the Seas when it first came out, and it was at like a beautiful. And then the next time we went on a ship like smaller, and we had horrible weather, and I was sick like the whole time. Hi, Weird 12B. Yes, we did the mindful meditation with my sister. Hey, Sunshine, how is your leg feeling? You got the extension at work I was hoping for. Yes! Love that so much. Hi, Gwen. Thank you. Good. I'm glad it's better. 11:11 Eastern Standard Time. Okay. We are going to start with Scholasite. So this is actually really good for third eye and crown, but I use it mostly for crown. It can give you vivid dreams, so keep that in mind. It does help enhance memory of your nightly interdimensional travels. It's good for meditating. It can be used for auric cleansing or self-healing. So we're going to use it to pluck and remove any kind of blocks, negative energy, intrusive thoughts, limiting beliefs, irrational fears, anything along those lines from our crown. And yes, these look like mini marshmallows. That's our one food crystal for the night. Free Kennedy any call. It's like a trifecta of Reiki right there. Making s'mores. I know we need, like, what would be a good chocolate or graham cracker? I'm trying to think. Petrified wood kind of looks like graham cracker. Yes, we're doing marshmallow. Oh, there goes the energy. Oh, it's really stuck now. Hold on. There we go. Told you, intense tonight. Is there such thing as chocolate calcite? Because I will go online and order one right now. There really is a chocolate calcite. Oh man, expect a package in a week or so. Looks like a striped mocha latte. Oh man, chocolate calcite. I'm gonna have to ask Love and Thyself Rocks if they have it. This is scolecite. Ooh, brown aragonite. I do have that, but it looks more like an Easter egg. It's very stripy. Thank you, Kitty Mama. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, chocolate calcite. We're gonna buy them out. Yeah, if you guys are in the Telegram chat, they're talking about biting into crystals earlier. It was funny. Oh, Shell, I'm sorry you're feeling super low, but we are here to lift you up. Chocolate serpentine sphere. Oh man, I'm gonna go Google all the chocolate crystals now. No, I already want chocolate now. Why are you drinking hot chocolate right now? You're ahead of the game. So if your head is hurting, you have a block that's probably trying to release, which the pulling is kind of pulling out of your energetic field. So try to relax into it, breathe into it. Make sure you hydrate really well. If the pressure becomes too much, you are definitely okay to swipe out for a little bit until you settle and get grounded. How is the fruit, Donna? I was going to ask you, but then I was getting up to hop on the live. Good, I'm glad. Oh, you deserve it. Thank you everyone for sharing the live and tapping the screen. Something's stuck over on this side. Okay, there we go. Tonight we are working on our crown chakra, and right now we are doing some pulling and plucking to help remove any blocks, any kind of negative energy, limiting beliefs, irrational fears, anything not serving us in our higher good. Oh, Paige, I'm sorry today wasn't so good. Good, Max. I'm glad it's helping you relax. You deserve it. Yeah, crown and chocolate. Thank you. Lauren, I hope everything is okay. I'm sorry you're in the ER. Joined PTF Club already. Oh no, I hope you're okay. I can ask my muggle friends. I love that. Thank you for all the pokes. I always encourage sleep. Don't fight it if you feel tired, because your body is trying to go into that deep state of relaxation. It helps you heal. This side feels good. It's all on this side. Hi, Sarah. Hey, Jess, how are you? Okay. That feels better. Let's take a minute to hydrate and stretch. My incense is already falling. There we go. And good, thank you. We just finished the first crystal. We have 4 more and the selenite cleanse. We are working on crown chakra tonight. We have some very strong crystals tonight, so be mentally and emotionally prepared. And physically too, because apparently everyone's already getting hot. This one piece of hair, man, it's not cooperating with me tonight. I just realized my mug matches my shirt and my lips. I coordinated today, I didn't realize it. Okay. Is it on here? Is it just the Reiki? All right, which one do we want to do next? I lied. I have 2 food ones because I have grape agate. You guys, I thought it was just the mini marshmallows tonight, but we went all out. We got 2. Let's do grape agate too. We'll do both the foods back to back. If you're getting a headache and you feel pressure in your head, if it's on the front, it's probably more third eye. If it's up top, it's more crown. So scalacite is good for both. But definitely relax your brow bone, unclench your jaw, relax your shoulders, take deep breaths, bring your awareness to the spot that you're feeling that physical pain. What is on my face? So that you're helping it to kind of like ease out energetically. What would cause a blockage on just one side? It's not necessarily a blockage. It's just, it could be more unbalanced. It could be more overactive instead of underactive as well with the chakras. So it's not just blocks. If you're physically feeling it more on one side than the other, if it's your right side too, your right side is typically your masculine energy side, so it could have something to tie in with that, whereas your left side is more of your feminine energy side. Okay, grape agate. Let me pull it up. I don't know if I've done the grape agate on the live before. This might be the first time. It looks like little grape clusters. Its warm protective properties encourage security and self-confidence. It allows for deep and intense levels of meditation. Grape agate is a crystal of dreams, intuition, and luxury. It is a healing crystal of the crown chakra. My nose is very tickly right now. I feel a sneeze coming on. Oof. Sorry, I don't want to sneeze. Okay. I'm getting all twitchy from it. Yes, we got, other than the scolecite, we have all purples tonight. Although this one looks more blue, but in person it's purple. The mini marshmallows are scolecite. It's spelled kind of weird. It's SCOLECITE, I think it is. SCOLECITE. Yes, Nikki, you've got this. Third round of chemo. We are all cheering you on. Yes, Jim, thank you. Scolecite. I'm a visual person, so it's hard for me to like spell in my mind. I usually have to write it down to see it. I'm pretty safe they're pinning the comments. I think her mods pin the comments. Hey, Tattooed Writer, we are on our second crystal out of 5, plus a selenite cleanse at the end. I'm guessing probably around an hour or so. If you step out of the live, but you already consented to the live, yes, you will still receive the benefits. Same thing if you're watching and you fall asleep, you still receive the healing, as long as you consented to this specific live. Oh, maybe that's how I pin. Ah, I figured it out. I pinned it. Thank you, Sonia. Let me know. I think that works. Oh, but now because it's a question, I can't see the comments. It's blocking comments. Thank you, Sunshine. Okay, wait. See if it's still there because I had to X out so I could see the comments again. Because it said, are you done answering this question? Yeah, see, that was... Someone typed grape agate, but not as a question. And let me see if I can pin it that way. Yeah, it's not letting me pin that unless it's a question. Ah, that stinks because it's blocked. How does Bree do it? No, I don't want to go. It is still there? It's usually when you swipe out and swipe back in. As you come in, it shows the pinned. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Drunken Pickles. Lifting him back, it's not there. All right, hold on. Let me... Thank you, Share Bear. All right, I'll leave that up. The problem is it's blocking half the spot where I can see question, like the comments. So I'm only seeing 2 lines of text at a time now, as opposed to like 4 or 5. Yeah, so there's a much higher chance I'm not going to see your text now. Some of Bree's mods are usually in this live too, so we'll have to ask them if there's like top secret TikTok information that we're just not knowing. I get an X to close it on my end. Yeah, but when I click the X on my end, it goes away for everybody. So it's like I have to leave it up, otherwise everyone can't see. Thank you, Sunshine, so much. I appreciate you too. No pinned comment. I think it's not pinning it because I said I already answered it, but then I just clicked it. All right, let's put that. We'll try again with the next crystal. Pin my own comment. Let me see. I have to go into... Okay, let's try grape, agate. Nope, it's not letting me pin my own either. Breeze are usually a mod comment. She must have pinned it just like the question then. And she just must only have limited visibility of the chat when she does that. Oh, you're very welcome, Belle. You have to long press the comments to pin it. It's only giving me an option to reply to them, to mute them, to block them, or report them if I hold the comment down. I did it again. There we go. Oh, I just got a notification that questions can't be answered after 5 minutes. So I guess it only keeps it up there for so long. All the crystals we are using tonight are for crown chakra. They limit it to 5 minutes now. Thank you, Belle. Have a good night. Good, Jessica. I'm glad it helped. Thank you, Jessica. Behind me is a Northern Lights projector that I got from Amazon. Okay, let's take a minute and hydrate and stretch. Thank you, Starling. Ooh, we're at 70 subscribers for the month, guys. Thank you. I love this projector. You can change it like to so many different colors. It also has little stars. You can play music. The music on it's not really my kind of music, but I could sit, like I just sit up here when I work and I just stare at the wall with the light on. Okay. The sniffles. All right, next, let's do... It is on Amazon. If you look up Northern Lights projector, it should pull up on there. I'm trying to find... I don't think I pulled up the right one. Sorry, I'm trying to find where. Arevio, yes, thank you. Okay, let's do phosphociderate next. Okay. Phosphosiderite is a stone that helps you connect to other realms or planes of existence, especially those in the afterlife. It helps one to find strength and power when they can't seem to find either of these two qualities by themselves, especially when situation seems impossible or even hopeless. It is derived from the name with the Greek meaning light bearer. So again, all crown chakra. This one's already making my face warm. I feel pressure in my third eye with this one. This one's a long one. It is PHOS PHOSIDERITE. Phosphosiderite. So it's PHOS twice, IDERITE. Paige, thank you so much for subscribing. Yes, Tree, thank you. Phosphosiderite. If someone types it in a question, one of my mods, please do it so there's not like 300 questions that pop up. I will pin it for the 5 minutes it's allowed. Phosphosiderite what? Phosphosiderite. Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay. This one I got from Monk and Moon. Hi, Kate. I'm glad you're here for the normal Reiki. Phos for short. Yeah, Phos squared. Sneezing is a release. It's getting stuff out from within. TikTok keeps kicking you out? What? Yeah, I felt this one on my third eye right away more than my crown. This one I ordered from Monk and Moon, but his shop has been closed for like the last month or two because he was moving to a new location. Make sure you're relaxing your brow bone. Unclench your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Try to exhale longer than you inhale. Help your body get in that deeper state of relaxation. Hey, Eric. We are on our third crystal. We have 5 total tonight. I just realized your thing says I love to be assaulted. Sprite's TikTok hasn't banned you from the live for using that word. Thank you for all the pokes. I'm gonna start poking back. Like pa 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 pa. If you guys are gonna poke, go for here. I need my sinuses to like break up. I will consent to receiving that. The old school Facebook poke war. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, the 5 minutes is up for the question. Take as aggressive Reiki. You're very welcome, Turtle. I'm glad it helped. Thank you for the roses. Now it's got the Anna juice. You're missing the blue light. When I did the blue light, everyone said they wish they could see the crystals. And now when I do the regular light and they can see the crystals, everyone wants the blue light. We want both. Someone needs to create a filter that you can do on live where it's like half blue and half regular lighting. Just kind of look like a little Easter egg. What I've been doing is, let me see if this helps. If it's because it's too bright, I can just turn it off. So then you get the background light, but then you don't see the crystals as good. Let me make the screen brighter so it's not so... No, that's too bright in my eyes. See, when the ring light was on, it looked more purple, but now without the ring light, it looks more pink. As my hands get closer, it usually changes the color, gets brighter. So maybe what I'll do is, as I get to each new crystal, I'll turn the light on for like a minute so you can see it while we explain it, and then I'll turn the light back off so it's not so bright. But then it's going to be like on, off, on, off, on, off, so... A crystal spotlight, yeah. I'll have to look into like a little spotlight. I don't know how, I don't know what I would connect it to. That's the only problem. Like right now I have my laptop on, so I can turn that up, but that's like really bright in my eyes then. Yes, Trish, make sure it's handled the way you want it. I used to have a booklet. I don't think I have anymore, but the problem is like my ring light's not super close to me, so I have nothing to connect it to, because anything that's close to me, like I'll hit when I do Reiki. I'll be knocking stuff over left and right. But that is a good idea with like a little spotlight and stuff. Kung Fu Reiki, it will be. Like, hiya. Yes, we want to balance and align, not knock over and remove. Yes, Trish, do it through email, and if they call you or something, instead of answering your email, email back and just say, you know, I want to thank you for discussing this with me, and list what was discussed in the email so that there's a paper trail of that too. Saturday nights are our Saturdays. Last Saturday I didn't turn comments off because I had all those storms and my Wi-Fi was really crappy all day. So we whispered throughout the session, but normally the comments are off. All right, let's take a minute and hydrate. Oh, Julie, I hope you get comfortable soon. All right, let's do purpurite next. Purpurite is a powerful ascension crystal that helps attune you to higher energies. It also helps open up and connect third eye and crown chakra. Using this can help you raise your intuition levels and consciousness, as well as helping and aiding in understanding. So purpurite is Purpurite. Oh, hold on, I gotta turn the ring light on. So everyone close your eyes. I don't want to blind everyone. In 3, 2, 1. It's gonna take a second. Okay. And if one of my mods can put the purpurite as a question, I will pin it. Sorry, I need another sip of tea. Okay. I feel like working on thirds like trying to uncross your eyes. It does feel that way a lot of the time. So yes, here's the purpurite. It's got a little bit of like gold and like orange mixed in. It's very pretty. It's not as reflective on here as it is in person, but it's got like a little shimmer to it. Almost like sunstone or moonstone has. Yes, we have phosphos and purpur. This one was from Loving Thyself Rocks. How are you feeling, Stacy? Technically all of the ones tonight are very powerful and can definitely give some vivid dreams. Good, I'm glad you're feeling better. Hi, Molly. Ooh, what would you get? First, order of crystals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, Thank you. Yeah, we changed it up from the birdies tonight. The Chakra collection is good from them. I got my like starter kit from them and it had the Chakra collection in it. I still use those. Hi, Sarah. Ooh, we painted a plate. That's pretty. Yeah, Donna, send me a picture. Warm from the neck up. That's good. Got the energy flowing. I just got a lot of tingles on my forehead and scalp. Thank you. Let's take a minute, stretch, and hydrate. I was getting all tingly on that one. That felt good. And then we got one crystal left and our selenite cleanse. Those scars, I hope you recover easily. That one made me sleepy, but tingly. Good, I'm glad it felt nice. 11:11 Central Standard Time, which means it's almost 12:12 Eastern Standard Time. Super tingly. Is it more powerful when you're on our side or the same as when you're practicing? I'm not sure what that means. Is it more powerful when you're on our side, like in person? Oh, you mean like if I'm the one receiving? Sorry, I totally read that like completely backwards. I'm operating on like 4 hours of sleep. So it feels very similar depending on who it is or what I need that day. But when as a Reiki practitioner, when you are giving Reiki, the Reiki is going through your body. So you're like a channel for it. So you're receiving a treatment at the same time. So it's very relaxing for me to do Reiki, but it's always nice when someone else does it for you. It's like if you tried to like massage your shoulder, like it feels good, it might help. Just someone else does it, it's gonna feel better. Hopefully that made sense. 12:12. Okay, last up we have Chevron Amethyst. Okay, Chevron Amethyst is stronger than just regular amethyst because it combines the metaphysical powers between quartz and stress-relieving properties of amethyst. It lessens your resistance on your path to self-discovery. And it's really good for your upper chakras, specifically third eye and crown. Yes, so if you go back and watch any of the videos on the tube of you, just consent like you would as if you're here. The energy is not bound by time, distance, or space. So imagine it's this little time capsule of Reiki energy. So when you consent, you are receiving the same energy then as if you were to watch live. Same thing with all the videos on TikTok. They're all little Reiki time capsules. This is the only Chevron Amethyst I have. This one I got from Monk and Moon too. I was really close to your face. Sorry if I startled you, Danny. This is a chevron amethyst. I posted a video where I duetted this young lady who was showing her crystal collection. So I show most of my crystal collection in that video. It's probably, I want to say, anywhere from like 5 to 10 videos back. And you can see it's a duet on the thing. I've been on for, we're coming up almost on 2 hours. Ooh, good neck crack. Oh, there we go. Good night, Share Bear. You heard that crack? That was a good one. My neck doesn't crack much during the day, but when I come up here at night, I know it's ready to go. Like my own chiropractor at that point. This is an Enzo silicone ring. I have a laser engraving business where we do like wood signs and home decor. So I can't wear my actual wedding band because it scratches the wood, so I have to do silicone. I know it's going to be hard to believe, but I got it on Amazon. Thank you, Starling. Thank you, Donna. Yes, definitely swipe out for a bit if you need to at any time. Yeah, this one, I forget which line of theirs it was from. I had them last up to 2 years each, but because I do like so much work in the shop with it, they usually break after a year and a half. But this one I've had, I want to say like 6 or 8 months. We are doing Reiki energy healing. You're welcome to stay if you'd like to consent to receive. You absolutely could hear or feel sounds with the shift of energy, especially if you're more clairaudient or clairsentient. It's a chevron amethyst. You're welcome to stay. This is a safe place for everyone. No, chevron amethyst is pretty common. Do rarity and power coincide when it comes to crystals? In my personal experience, not so much. Same question with size, like are larger crystals stronger? No, my smallest crystal is probably my strongest crystal. I have some crystals that are pretty rare that just feel more like soothing and gentle to me and less strong and intense. Oh, I already blocked him. Sorry, guys. Yeah, as soon as I saw the screen name pop up, I was like laser eyes on watching it. I was like, we'll see. Yeah, that person wasn't just swiping along. That person was definitely trying to get a reaction. But thank you everyone for not saying anything, because sometimes that completely eggs them on. Like if you just ignore them, they get bored and they leave. It has been a while since we've had to troll that one. And then that one person with the meditation that I had to like yell at before in the middle of Michelle's meditation. Yes, the animal feelings person. Like, this is not the time or place for that. It's just like, you don't like my answer, leave. Snow, given his name. He was too busy. That's so funny. Oh, man. Now, see, that would have been a good comment to say. Too funny. I mean, it did have 24/7 on there. She said, I'm surprised you got time off. Oh, that's too funny. Must be tapping into that masculine sacral energy. I've been on for almost 2 hours. We're on the very last crystal. Definitely did not disappoint. Oh, I didn't even realize that's why they were asking about the hands. That's so funny. The amount of creepy messages and stuff I get at this point, like, it doesn't even faze me anymore. All right, let's take a minute to hydrate, collect our thoughts, process what just happened. Oh man, me too. I keep getting like the tickle in my throat and stuff. But it's gone like most of the day. It's like right now, like my sinuses are all like tingly. At least here, I know we've had so much rain and humidity. I think it's just my sinuses are so tired of like the up and down of the weather. Yeah. I feel like there's one more neck crack that's not coming out. Send rain our way. I wish I could. It's been like 3 weeks straight. What crystal helped to flex the bronzite is a return to sender. Yes, I'm right on the outskirts of Myrtle Beach. I'm just taking a minute and then we will go ahead and do our last selenite cleanse. See, at this point of the night, my voice is starting to go again. You're very welcome, Carly Lion. Oh, there it is. That felt good. A microburst in Spartanburg. Oh, man. Hey, Spooky. Yes, we are on the last selenite cleanse. We're about to start. I'm glad it's helping, Ashley. That was a good pop. It was a little one, but it felt good. 104 here. Oh my gosh. It's been in like the 80s and 90s here. I want to say between like 85 and 95. But the humidity is so intense. It's like you walk outside and you can't breathe. You're welcome, niece. All right, let's go ahead and do the last selenite cleanse. I have local honey. I put it in my tea every night too. The bird music is from The Tube of You. 112 in Charlotte. Holy cow. So it's past 2 months finally clearing off. Yeah. Am I going live every day now? I'm trying to until my daughter goes back to school. Sundays I don't go live. But Mondays is the mindful meditations with my sister. Tuesday through Thursday, I try to go live as long as Rosalie is in bed at a normal time. And then Friday and Saturdays are the normal lives. Australian summer was pure humidity and rain. Yeah, I can imagine Australian summers are pretty hot. Okay. You live near Topsdale? I was just near there a couple weeks ago. My husband's family, a lot of them live, oh my God, Castle Hayne? Is that near Wilmington? I think that's where they live. Oh, Mama Gray, I wasn't too far from you then. Castle Lane. Okay, I was like, I know it's Castle something, and I totally blanked out. Hi, Brandy. How are you? Anika, you're Wilmington too? When COVID was here, I was at Wilmington every week for work because I had to cover both Wilmington and Myrtle Beach. Thank you. Yeah, I was going like back and forth twice a week. So it was like a 4-hour round trip for me. I was lucky where I got to a point where they just booked me a hotel, so I didn't have to drive back and forth twice if I could avoid it. It's not a bad drive, it's just a boring drive because it's like an hour and a half of it is just driving through like farmland. Yeah, Carolina Beach. Good, Des. I'm glad it helped your shoulder. You're very welcome, Donna. We're at the very end. Do I have videos for insomnia? I have a whole playlist on TikTok for like sleep and relaxation. Thank you guys. You're so sweet. You're very welcome. Let's take a minute to hydrate and stretch, and then I'll do a couple minutes of scalp massage. You're welcome, Stormy. Thank you, Ashley. The Telegram chat, if you go to the snip feed link in my bio and scroll down to where it says Telegram, the link is in there so you can join our chat. Thank you, Ashley. I also just added 2 more weekends for one-on-one sessions. So I think up until August 6th, you can book now. And I'm not going to update it for a little bit because we're planning on doing Rosalie's birthday party a month after her birthday on the weekend of August 13th, I think, for now. So I'm not going to do any sessions that week. Thank you, Jennifer. Ooh, okay, let's dim the light for our scalp massage. Get nice and sleepy. Shh. Nice and relaxed. I know, I'm ready for bed too. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Heidi. Namaste, Joy. Thank you. Thank you, Dana. Love you tons too. I hope everyone gets nice and sleepy. Yes, you can receive Reiki from more than one person. That's okay. I tell everyone we have an open relationship. You're allowed to see other people. You're very welcome, Joyce. You're welcome, Stacy. Have a good night. Get some rest. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. Relax your brow bone, unclench your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Get nice and comfortable. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Jennifer. Hi, Pitties. $100,000 eye pokes and nose boops. Thank you. The Reiki board in my shop can be used for distance healings. I've also had people use it as a crystal grid for like self healing. So they'll line the crystals up on the chakras that they want for themselves for their own healing. You can set your own intention with it, whatever feels best for you. I have one here that I use in my distance sessions if I can't do it through like Zoom face to face. Yeah, Val, absolutely. And I think there's a code on there where you get a discount since you're coming in from TikTok too. Okay, guys, hopefully everyone's feeling much more relaxed after that. Thank you, everyone, so much for 52 shares and 104,000 likes. That's absolutely amazing. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for jumping in and joining us here. To everyone who sent gifts, tips, or donations, thank you so much. They're always appreciated. And to my mods, as always, for keeping it a very safe, positive, and peaceful place. I will be on tomorrow night around 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Saturday is our Saturday around the same time. If you have not joined our Telegram chat, the link is in our bio. If you're not getting notifications, I always post them there when I'm going live so that you can get updates there. And we have a fun little chat going too with part of our safe, positive community. And if anyone's wanting one-on-one sessions, I did just add a couple more weeks to the schedule, starting going into the beginning of August. All right, guys, I love you. Have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.